Okay, so before we begin, hi to all my German peeps out there, the people that are in Germany that may be watching this video. I'm part German myself. And today's joke takes place in Germany. Now we've got Hans and Fritz, and they are working in a factory, and they make frozen burritos to be shoved in plastic packages and sold in vending machines. If you're in the US, you know what I'm talking about. So Hans looked at Fritz and he said, "Why are you so tired, man?" And Fritz said, "Because it takes me 6 hours every day to be able to get home from my shift." And Hans says, 6 hours? You live like a 30-minute walk from here. And Fritz said, "I know. When I go through the graveyard, it's 30 minutes. Because of circumstances, if I go around the graveyard, it takes me 6 hours." And Hans said, "Well, why not just go through the graveyard?" And Fritz said, "Because I'm scared." He said, "It's really weird in the graveyard at night." And Hans said, "Well, there's nothing in the graveyard that's there in the dark that isn't there in the daytime." And Fritz said, I know, I understand that. My rational mind understands. But I hear weird noises at night." And Hans said, "Like what kind of weird noises?" And Fritz said, "Well, it's strange," he said, "but it's something like music." Hans said, "Music? Yeah. Huh." So Hans thought about it for a little bit, and he said, "You know what, Fritz?" He said, "Tonight," he said, "if you don't mind, I would like to go ahead and walk home with you through the graveyard so I can hear this strange noise that you keep hearing." And Fritz said, "Really? Would you do that? It would be really great, because if you can find out what it is, I might not be so scared." So their shift ended. They're walking through the graveyard, and all of a sudden Fritz stopped and said, "Hans, you hear it?" And Hans listened a little bit. "Yeah," he said, "I do hear it. Very strange." And they just stood there and they listened for a couple minutes. And Fritz said, "Do you know what it is?" And Hans said, "I think I understand what's going on here, and I think I know what it is. But I want to go look at a couple of these graves over here first before I say anything more." So they walked over, they looked at a couple of graves. And Hans said, "Yes." He said, "That's it." He said, "Now I know exactly what this is." And Fritz said, "Really?" He said, "What is it?" "Well, you have to put two and two together." He said, "One, we're in Germany. And two, the music is playing backwards. That's why it sounds so strange. But if you put it in your mind and you turn it forward, it's Flight of the Valkyries. And so I believe that the sound that you're hearing is actually Wagner decomposing."